everybody, Chuck and Stacey here, and we are ready for part 2 with Rebecca Hargrove.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but I want to talk about something that you just hit on about, investing, in your business and stuff, because I've had people ask me, well, yeah, I have a mic, I paid, $50 for it, I have this, and it's like, I'm like, are you serious? If you, and this is true information, by the way, you can check it on Google. If you were to buy a McDonald's for $1 million franchise, it's probably more now. You were actually buying yourself a $100,000 a year job. Do the math on that, okay? Voiceover, nowhere near a $1 million investment, right? I know people in the business personally who are making between $100,000 a year and even $2 million a year in voiceover. It's a huge business. So why would you negotiate a $150 class?
Yeah.
You're speechless, right?
Yeah.
Because it boggles my mind.
Or a demo,
I'm like,
or a demo.
yeah. Well, I put a demo together. There's an animation spot, and then a promo, and then a commercial, and then an audiobook, all in one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
She's still speechless.
I'm still a little speechless. I'm trying to think of where to go with that. Being at Gardner Sound, we're low cost.
Yeah.
And people still try to get even lower from us. And I'm like,
yeah.
Are you okay? By the way, we're running Neumann mics, Sennheiser, Pro Tools 10.
Yeah.
We're not playing around, but we're not playing around back there.
No.
We may give you a low cost, but don't still try to get even chances for even less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right way to answer your question, but
it's pretty clear.
And if this is something that you want to do as a career, I don't want to hear that it sounds like you're in a wind tunnel on your audition.
No.
I don't want to hear somebody reading with you.
No. You don't want to hear your refrigerator running in the background or your dog, doing a partner read with you.
No, but I mean, with any business, there are startup costs. You spend money before you make money. But I think maybe there's that misconception of, it's just quick, easy money, or I can read on a page, and so that means that I should be successful. I mean, there's no guarantee. It's not like a linear thing. If you go to medical school, chances are you will be a doctor.
That doesn't mean you're going to be a great doctor.
Right. But I mean, just because you're a good voice talent isn't a guarantee that you're going to get 10 campaigns every year.
I look at it as, as voice talent, you are a product.
Yeah.
And every product, regardless of tangible or intangible, has a life cycle. Mm-hmm. And I kind of look at it because I have a marketing background, and everybody's going to go through that growth, plateau, and decline, and you just have to find that thing what is it that you need to tweak about what you're doing in order to hit that growth spurt again. Mm-hmm. So
exactly,
I like a SWOT analysis. So what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where do you have opportunity? What are the people out there that kind of stand in your way? What are the threats for you? And I think that could be helpful. I think if it was approached as talent as well as a business, you might find that people would be more successful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you are in sessions and you are, what are some things that voice talent do that really are bad habits, are just not smart choices?
Oh, God.
Oh,
the list is too long.
I really want to work with you today because I want you to help me with this audition. Okay. You give direction, and then all of a sudden they're arguing with me.
Okay.
If you don't agree with it, that's fine. And I could be wrong. I'm human. But just give it a shot.
Yeah.
Don't be that. You got to be open to it. That's the whole point that you're there. If you're so great at doing it, then you go home and do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Again, not being prepared when they come in. That's my biggest thing. Like I said, with technology, there's no reason voice matches or video references or whatever couldn't be viewed ahead of time before you come in.
Yeah.
And I guarantee once this is done, I'll have a whole slew of them that
How about showering before?
That would be
come
that's
in?
always
Turn
Yeah.
your hat around.
turning
your
the
hat
hat
around.
around.
Yeah.
Turn your hat around. Well, that's a
Doing
different
this with the mic.
Right.
song. What? Doing what? Oh, adjusting their own. Yeah.
Grabbing the mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kids tend to be a little bit more doing that, or they'll run their hands across the wall,
Yeah.
fidgeting with the stand and stuff like that as they're trying to read. They're kids, I get it, but
Yeah.
again,
Right.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there are studio etiquettes
There is.
that everybody should know.
Absolutely.
In fact, if you guys go to Google, just for the heck of it, you should do this. Go to Google and go recording studio etiquettes. And I guarantee you're going to find this huge list and read through it, and you'll be like,
Yeah.
oops, I do that stuff all the time. And then stop.
Or even just stuff like the kind of clothes you choose to wear. If it's really, and you're a real, I mean, because I'm always like this, and if you wear clothing that
That's
makes
loud.
noise, I mean, you know,
You-
you have
Yeah.
to think about
Clearing
that.
your throat on the mic. Which clearing your throat in the first place is bad for you,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
it bangs
yeah.
your vocal cords together.
It
Yeah.
does.
And that's the only thing I remember from the speech pathology class I took in college. That's the only thing I remember.
Right on, Rebecca.
Yeah.
She's like a steel trap, this brain.
Exactly. And also that whispering is worse than talking.
Whispering's worse.
Yes.
Yes.
And green apples actually don't do anything for you. Not true.
Oh.
Just kidding about that.
Tea dehydrates you.
What does?
Tea, hot
Tea
tea.
hot tea dehydrates you?
Yeah, as
Wow.
well do throat lozenges.
So then you
I
get
know,
more
I just-
mouth noise, so it's like a vicious.
Yeah.
wow.
So tea is for after.
Tea is it's
To-
there was a girl that I became friends with that works over at Synergy, and she's also a speech pathologist, Jen Kamstock, and she said hot water with honey and lemon
Okay.
is best.
Wow.
Who knew?
Yeah. Or just throat coat, no water. Just grab the bag and just eat it. It's really good for you.
Throat coat might be the listen.
They're
There are
one of our
exceptions to every
sponsors, so
rule.
we love these guys.
They are one of our sponsors, but no, not during it. No, not during a session.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
during a session.
I notice that a lot of the big people that I do sessions with, they always just request some warm water,
Warm
you know,
water is best.
for during their sessions. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for somebody out there watching who is wanting to have success in the business today?
Classes, network. Look at the people that you have relationships with and how they can help you. Resources out there. There's VO Buzz Weekly. The different Voice Bank has a voice registry where you can sign up. I mean, and their platinum membership of $10 a month
Yeah.
can help you with your reads. You get people like I know Wes Gleason, who I used to work with, is
Yeah.
on doing that, and I know some other people I've been remiss in not signing up to help out with that. But you know, there are the Voiceover Lab.
The voiceover lab.
Yeah.
There are a lot of resources out there. The one area I have found that is lacking in resources is the Spanish market. We did a couple classes with Noel Miranda and sold out
Wow.
immediately. Even a guy from Mundos, Jorge Aparicio, came in, and I'm just finding I want to do more, and I was just trying to find those avenues into the Spanish market to offer them the same level of resources that the general market has.
Yeah. And it's so funny because the Spanish market is such a huge market.
It is.
And it's kind of like untapped as far as, what were you talking about?
Just
Just
trying to
having
get more
resources,
exposed.
yeah.
I mean, trying to build
Resources.
resources,
Yeah.
whether it be educational or I don't know, otherwise,
Yeah.
just being able to build those relationships. It is. I was kind of shocked.
Let's talk about your specific project coordinator at Gardner Sound. What does that involve for you?
Well, just I have a really good relationship with Tori Hartman, who's the owner, and she has so many balls she's juggling in the air. She just
Yeah.
left to go to London today for 3 weeks, and she wanted to back off from that and focus on her voiceover and her other business. So it was a good opportunity for me, once my position changed at WME, to transition into the studio. And my goal is to build the business. That's what and to bring in, the people that want to build a business. We do offer a low-cost ISDN and phone patch, and now Source Connect.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you find yourself doing a good amount of Source Connect sessions, or not quite yet?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
It originated with the only reason it came up was there was a French company, post-production company, that found us that wanted to do ADR with us, and brought in McG, the director McG, to the studio for a film he's doing. And most of it is filmed in France, so that's kind of how it came about.
Yeah.
And due to the fact that we do nonprofit, we were able to get it, even the pro version of it. And we've used it a few times.
Yeah.
We do nonprofit, and it's funny. Some of the talent that come in for the interviews, they like coming to the Garden because it's such a relaxing place. So we do.
It is nice.
We've done. We work a lot with WBUR in Boston, WNYC, and KQED up in San Francisco. Just had a Nobel Peace Prize winner into the booth last week, Dr. Aryeh Warshel. He won it for chemistry with 2 other PhDs.
That's kind of neat.
Wow, that is hardcore.
Yeah, right.
It's been, I mean, Stacey, you've been there. We may be, we're not a huge studio, but we're able to offer the services at a low cost and have some really cool people come by.
Yeah. And
but it really helps to create that warm atmosphere in your reads and what you're doing, because you guys are so nice, and you've got the fruit trees and the little dogs running around the yard. I mean, it just feels like you're recording. Oh, I'm going to Rebecca's home studio today to work.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
It's very
nice.
As much as I enjoyed working in the corporate world for as long as I did, it is a huge transition.
Yeah.
Positive transition. And again, that was all positive as well. I can remember, especially in the days where we would stay late, especially this time of year, where the only daylight I would see is once I walked out my door and drove to work. Once I drove into the garage, that was it.
Man.
I know, it's dark when you wake up, it's dark when you leave, and it's like,
that's
it's dark. Well, so from where you started and to where you are right now, I mean, what keeps you inspired? What do you still love about being in the industry?
And especially being a part of voiceover. Voiceover is pretty much in your life, in every person's life, on a daily basis.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. TV, even if you play Spotify or Pandora, because I was thinking about this on the way over, voiceover is in your life on a daily basis. And I love being a part of it. It's I like the creative aspect. I like the fact that I still have we do auditions at Garden as well for $1 a minute. I don't even charge extra for my expert directing skills.
$1 a minute, I love it.
I mean, you're not gonna get that deal anywhere, man. That's so
if
insane.
you want really good direction, it's $1.75. But if you're hold back a little. No.
Don't forget to tip your director.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to actually book the spot, $2 flat.
Exactly.
But I like that I still get to do that on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And I've had some of the folks have come over from William Morris because they at least know I'm there, and we're, I think, I don't know that there's many studios on my side of the hill.
Yeah.
That does auditions.
Yeah, not really, not a lot.
They're all over here, and trust me,
yeah,
we have no problem. If somebody calls and says, "Can I come do where are you?" Stay in the valley. There's a ton of them over there to do it with.
Exactly.
Yes.
But if you're over here, come on,
That's
we have
true.
no problem.
Yeah, there is not a lot on the Hollywood side.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I love? Here's what I love. I love that you are so. First of all, that you're so cool.
Thank you.
But that you are so committed to helping others. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so obvious that you love the voiceover industry, and everything about it, and that it's in your heart and it's in everything that you do, and it's a big part of who you are now. But I love that you're so, welcoming to, people and so on top of helping them get better information and better resource and bringing in people to talk to them so that they can feed and become better and do better and it's so cool that we're in an industry that has people like you. I love that.
Aw, thanks. I do. I was just thinking something that came to mind as you're going through this. Just any kind of little tidbits to tell anybody. Come to terms with it. You're going to mess up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just come to terms with it.
Yeah.
Because that's the hardest rabbit hole to dig yourself out of.
Absolutely.
As soon as you start messing up, it's just the expletives come out.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it's just a downward spiral.
Absolutely.
Well,
man.
you know, because you are human, and you're going to have genius days, and you're going to have days when you don't even remember what your first language is. I mean, it
Very
just
true.
Everybody's like,
happens.
I'm so sorry. Stop. Don't apologize. Just take a 10 count.
Yeah.
Get back up to the mic and move past it.
Yeah, the
Right,
less you think
right.
about it, the better you'll be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So listen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're super busy. We know you're super busy. These guys out there, I'm sure, are very excited to have been able to sit down and get to meet you and get all that great information that you've shared with all of us. So thanks for coming down on VO Buzz Weekly.
Thank
and
you for having me.
Sharing with
Thanks,
us.
Rebecca.
You're
Thank
so
you.
cool. Yeah, we love Rebecca. Yay!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Hargrove, and I just got buzzed with Chuck and Stacey. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you got a lot of feedback and a lot of information. Find all those relationships out there that can make your career a success.
Well, that concludes part 2 with Rebecca Hargrove, but be sure and tune in next week because I'm sure we'll have another great episode, right?
I'm sure we will. And keep up with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest at VO Buzz Weekly. Take care, everybody, and just remember,
You always have time for a little buzz.